Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Good enough for first down yardage. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the deep.
He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Aggies.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Brought down to the 42, so good job by the returner there. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. The Rebels looking to run some tempo here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The ball is caught. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The back's got it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Third down, out of the shotgun. Trying to extend the play. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Ball handed off. Breaking tackles.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a gutsy call by this coach at this stage of the game in this field position, but it works.
Yeah, they've rolled the dice here early in the game, and it works out because if they don't convert there, boy, the opposing offense starts in great field position.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the runner takes off to his right. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. 1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
The gain makes it second and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Defense trying to hang on the 11th play on this drive. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pocket breaking down. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
On the ground, it's Estrada. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Takes up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, A&M. Strong game by this quarterback. Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Final play before the end of the quarter. Ball handed off. Well, they've got him behind the line. A tackle for loss to conclude the first quarter of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here, and that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
We'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
With the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback, and reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others, going back to Bucky Richardson. And how about Reggie McNeil? Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
Back in motion now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion makes it second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when they're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down and goal upcoming. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
So play number 7 on this drive is a third down and goal. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking deep here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he pulls in the catch. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. And the Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They attack the deep middle of this defense to come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Throws to the tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. And the Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the wideout goes in motion. Back to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the receiver's got it. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Receiver in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Rebels are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Heading left after the handoff. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Has the first down and more. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? On the run, it's Estrada. They've got him down out near the 40.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game. He's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to the left. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
After the PAT, the lead is now 16 points. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. And now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And a powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or nowhere to go? The ball knocked loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way. Touchdown, A&M on the scoop and score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. A little over 20 seconds left here in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And now another deep ball here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
He's escaping the pocket now. And he flings it out to the left. He had all day to throw. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense has been very efficient on 4th down so far. Let's see if they can make it 4 for 4 here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for a 4th down completion. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown continues. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense recovers the fumble.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Aggies. And this one is getting ugly. But the defense has had no answer for this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball. And I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you get a chance for a big game.
And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. Snags the quick throw. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got this.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. going to be second down now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack. The Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Defense is coming after him. He's going to take off here. Get some space around the 30. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but he gives him a chance.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Toss play, running right. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Second down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, A&M. And the route is on.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Moving right through the contacts. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Gets downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. And he'll drop back here on third down. He'll throw it now. Receiver makes the grab. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Rebels offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And the sophomore making an impact play. And the Rebels hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
On the move, looking deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for his big tight end. The pass is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Looking for a deep completion. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Aggies. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's complete. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Powering through.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. The Rebels come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Rebels have 1st and 10 here. Press coverage now from the secondary. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete. crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground. And it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the Aggies are in the red zone.
Jackrabbit.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, A&M. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
42 Spider. Razor.
Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. And the offense recovers the fumble. And the Rebels will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the catch. Finds just enough space and makes the first down. The Rebels will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now. 2nd and goal for the offense.
Under. Griffin. Let's go.
Quarterback's got it on the option. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He makes the catch and stays in bounds for the two-point conversion. What a play. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. They bring him down at the 41. The return team does a solid job there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? The quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. And they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the freshman making an impact play there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. At the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. No chance to catch him.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset their plan to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And it's caught for the two-point conversion as they cut into this very large deficit. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
33.
Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. They stop him at the 44, but that's an excellent job by the return team there. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Go!
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. Breaking free at the 35. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The Aggies looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense facing second and goal.
Reload! 29 Philly.
It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Point after, not quite through. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. And he throws his third interception of the day.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. And the Aggies will come to the line to run the hurry up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. And here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And he makes it into the end zone to cut this lead a little more. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining.
Got it.
So here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point?
Here we go. Dino. Man.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Oh, and the football comes out. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation.